Well, we have the sharing from our esteemed speaker, and we also have the panel discussion. And now we move to a case study from the shortlist of Smartest Awards Vietnam 2024, how Telfast adopted creative media to relieve consumers from allergies. And in this session, we will explore how Telfast leverage innovative media strategies to help consumers can manage their allergies and leading to its highest sales growth in 2 years. And please join us as we uncover a creative approach that sets Telfast apart and deliver impressive results. And in this session, I would like to introduce you the next speaker, Mrs. Nguyen, Uyen, Strategy and Innovation Director, Omnicom Media Group Vietnam. And please join me in welcoming her on the stage by a big applause. Hey, is your microphone?
All right. Thanks everyone for being here on a Friday afternoon. I love the previous section about storytelling because right now I have the opportunity to put all of that into action, and I am going to tell you a story of creative media, a topic that as an agency we are extremely passionate about, and we are going to tell you a story about Telfast, how we as an agency has helped the brand to adopt creative media and help our consumer relieved from allergies. Now this is a story about allergies medication, so not the most engaging topic, but I'll try my best. Yeah. My name is Uyen. I am the strategy lead of Omnicom Media Group, and at the same time, I lead the regional business for Sanofi in this region. We have done quite a few creative media projects with our partner Sanofi in the past 1 year, namely the very old famous Lactacid campaign with Cocomelon, which many of you have seen before. And if you are on your phone right now, I hope you are looking for that and not on Facebook. And right now, the brand that I'm talking about is Telfast. All right, so if you have any kind of allergy that you need medication, I hope you know the brand, and I assume you do, because Telfast is quite a big brand in its category. The #1 leading brand in allergy medication. However, the category size in our market is very small, very low penetration, which means that consumers are not buying into the brand a lot. Now, in a raise of hand in this room, can you raise your hand if you think that you have allergies? All right, I do see probably 5% of hands in this room. Now, surprisingly, in Vietnam, we have 40% of urban population suffering from allergies. Now, it is a huge number. That is 25 million. Now, if you experience sneezing, uncontrollably sneezing, if you experience itchy nose and all of the runny nose and all of that, it might be that you have allergies. Now, the reason why there were so few hands earlier was that 85%, the majority of the market who have allergies have no clue that those are the symptoms. Especially after COVID, we all assume that when we sneeze, when we feel a bit itchy eyes and stuff, it is a COVID symptoms, it is cold flu, and it is no longer allergies. Now, only a small portion of that actually treat allergy symptoms with the right medication. So for us as a brand and as an agency, the opportunity to grow is huge. So when you look at this number over here, our goal is to ensure that we increase this 15% by talking and educating this 85%. So we move the needle from here to here. So we've sat together, we've discussed, and we could have proposed a few things, and we decided not to. So there was a few things that was in our consideration. Number one, we could have built some kind of educational content platforms where the allergy sufferers would come and read about symptoms and understand and then find out more and then go to pharmacies and buy. But who would go and read allergy medication if you don't even know that you have allergies, right? We could have targeted audience who have allergy interests on social media. But to be honest, who is interested in allergies, right? So even if they exist, we will end up target the people who are already in the category and who are already buying the brand. So that doesn't serve the purpose. We could have used a celebrity. This worked for many brands to use a celebrity to endorse for the product. But it is an allergy medication. We need a lot of trust. We need a lot of credibility. And we need not a celebrity. So this doesn't work for us in this case. All three of these activities did not give us the impact that we need. Now, if you have allergies, and I hope that in the 5% that raised your hand earlier, you've noticed, when we talked about allergy, it is so low in penetration here, it is so low in involvement that sometimes, and especially if you are Vietnamese, if you are Asian, you tend to overlook. Like if you sneeze a bit, if you cough a bit, if you have runny nose, you just let it go. After a while, it becomes normal and you forget all about it. So when you have allergy, at that point, you feel a bit annoyed. But it is not extremely inconvenient for you to feel that urgency. So for us, as a media agency for the brand, what we need to do to build awareness and to build the interest for the category and the brand is to ensure that we find the right, in pharmaceutical, we say the vulnerability moment. The moment where we have the highest receptivity for that particular product, for that particular brand, so that when the symptom happens, then that is going to be the aha moment that connects the allergy to the brand immediately. So that is the task that we set out to do. So we went and tried to find the hook for allergy symptoms in Vietnam. Yeah. So we arrived at 3 very cool hooks, not cool, but hooks for allergies. One is flowers. Because if you have allergies and you smell flowers, you sneeze, you have reaction. The second hook is pets. So if you have cats and dogs and you play with them and you smell them, you sneeze because it is a reaction to allergies. But those are not urgent enough. We chose to go with air pollution for a few very important reasons. One, it is emerging in our market. If you can see the numbers here, it is growing quite extensively. We are seeing in Hanoi, in Ho Chi Minh City, we are covered in smoke, in allergens in the air most of the days now. And it is always in the back of people's mind that we are living in a heavily polluted environment. And at the same time, we do find out that when we go with that sentiment, it is much stronger for the brand. And from multiple studies that Telfast has conducted, we found out that many patients who went for doctor checkup, they find out that air pollution contributes the highest amount of allergic reaction to all of the Vietnamese population. So we decide to use air pollution as a key hook for our brand. Now, when we already identify the brand territory, which is air pollution, pollution-induced allergies, we find the right communication for Telfast to say which is the best brands that provides instant relief for the consumer when they experience allergic symptoms. We then find the right receptive moment. It is when the consumer are exposed to allergens when they are on the go. Because when you are comfortable in the seat of your own house, you will never feel that this message is relevant and receptive enough. So we find the right brand territory and we find the right receptive mindset, the right time, the right place. And we bridge that gap with the right data and technology partner. Now, so we've partnered with Moplay in this campaign because through Moplay, we managed to get access to a wide range of data solution, which includes the Google Maps signals, where we kind of scan all of the streets in cities that were the most polluted, especially during the summertime because it is much hotter. And we access to IQ Air API, where we have updates of allergen index, pollution index in real times. So these are the data points that became extremely crucial for us to bridge the gap with the consumer, and we target them at the right time. Now, I will not speak any further, and I will let you enjoy this almost 2 minutes case study.
What you are looking at are the most polluted cities in Vietnam, with smoke, dust mites, mold spores, causing allergies to over 25 million consumers every day. Yet only 1 out of 3 properly treats with allergy medication. The rest either ignore symptoms or treat with flu medicines that don't work. Telfast needs to step in to turn every going out moment into education opportunities and help consumers treat allergies the right way. Introducing Telfast, Spot Your Allergies, powered by Google Map and IQ Air API. We geofenced the most polluted cities, scanned every road across Vietnam, and mapped with real-time pollution data down to the district level. Our ads are triggered when mobile connections switch from Wi-Fi to 4G, targeting consumers who are leaving home and on the move. Dynamic messages based on the actual location of the consumers, and real-time pollution index was served as real-time alerts. When consumers are shopping, working, exercising, or dating, they're directed to the nearest pharmacy with fully stocked Telfast, all with authentic and joyful allergy precautions. 15 million on-the-go signals were captured, triggered over 80 dynamic messages. 4 times increase in traffic to Telfast website and pharmacy partners. Telfast sales increased 44% compared to the same period last year, securing the market-leading position with shares reaching an all-time high. But the most meaningful result, more consumers are aware of allergy symptoms and treatment. Now, 1 out of 2 allergic patients know how to treat them properly.
Yes, we have a lot of numbers here that I'm not going to read it out loud, because if it is bad numbers, I'm not going to put it there. But the most meaningful result that we've managed to see is that we managed to increase the treatment ratio. It is the most important goal for us from a business standpoint, and as a media agency, we saw significant uplift in engagement of the consumer towards the ad, which in the past was never reached up to that level before. And we, right now, are not stopping here. For 2025, we wanted this to be much bigger and stronger, using the same brand territory and rolling that out to more media platforms. We are going to cover digital out-of-home, provide real-time alerts when they are really on the move, and at the same time, we are going to look at how we can join hands with our consumer to reduce pollution as the root cause of allergies. So now we have 3 key takeaways from this section. You know, we don't want to go 4, because if it is 4, it is easy, much easier to forget. So stick with 3. Now, the first one is embrace creative media integration. So I have this analogy in my head. So right now, the way forward for all media agency, creative agency, and also marketers out there is that we need to use creative media as our vehicle moving forward in terms of approaching our consumer. This is no longer one creative idea sitting in silo. It is always about using that idea and find the best way to execute it in the right platform that can tap into the most receptive moment of our consumers. Data and technology are super cool, but they are not the strategy of any campaign. They are the enabler. So we consider data partnerships and technology partnerships as the fuel in our cars to make us go stronger, faster, more efficiently to reach our consumers. And we are looking at consumer attention always be in the center of our campaign, and we are trying to solve it. And we are using data and partnership to bridge that gap, to help brand understand consumer in a more meaningful way. Stick to your brand association and build distinctiveness. Don't just stop at one campaign for a short time. When you see it works, you have to find ways to multiply it. It is a very long journey for the brand to build that emotional connection with the consumers. So if you find the right brand territory that works for you, that can talk to the consumer in a meaningful way, then stick to it, multiply it to more platform, to bigger scale, and to ensure that you can always tap into new potential consumer for your segment to ensure that the brand can grow sustainably. And my last slide is that if you have allergy, don't wait. Go and buy Telfast now, because it is not a brand that helps you survive, but it is a brand that helps you live better. Thank you so much for your attention in the past 15 minutes. And if you have any question, feel free to grab a drink later and ask me.